Okay, guys, welcome back to the channel. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Want to thank you, first of all, for supporting the channel throughout the year. Hopefully you found some of the fun content fun, the cool content cool, informative content informative. Plan to keep doing a lot of that in the future. But I was thinking, what could I give you extra for Christmas? Kind of, I can't give everybody Christmas gifts, but what could I share with you at Christmas time that really would be a big and powerful recommendation, tip, or something to embrace that maybe you haven't thought of in the past? And I've already kind of shared some of my things that I'm known for. Obviously, digital back in 2000s, early 2000, 2008, I think was when I started showing up at shows with USB sticks, and all I could find was wavelength audio or empirical audio. They would do their USB DACs back then and bring a laptop. And so that time has passed. Now we're all just streaming. Everybody's got it. It's not much I can share with you on that end anymore. The next one was DSP. You know, early on, I was a big fan of Tact, who had digital room correction and stuff like that. But that has also been shared on my channel, and you're seeing more and more companies integrate that into their speaker design. But there was one thing that I haven't shared with you yet. That's the third pillar of kind of what the three things that were ear-opening to me and formed the basis of what I did with my system. And that third pillar has to do with video. And for so many times and so many systems I go into, everybody's still got two channel and they have no visual in between with their system. It's strictly just two channel content. And I just don't understand why there's an antagonism towards video with audio systems. And I can tell you, though, that almost everybody that's come over to my place, especially close friends, and involved both the video with the two channel, not even multi-channel. That's obviously a plus too when you're doing movies and you can do that. But I'm just talking about adding video for your two channel purposes, why that is so important. And what I'm going to do is prove it to you, or let you prove it to yourself. I'm going to share the fact that a lot of content, great content. Again, if you buy equipment to listen to music versus buying music to listen to equipment, that might influence your decision one way or the other. But if the essence of music is the core of your reason for spending all this money in systems and recreating that performance in your house in the best possible way and getting those goosebumps, getting that energy charge, getting that emotional attachment to whatever songs you like, I'm going to kind of show you today why I almost think it's imperative to have video abilities with your server and your system. Because number one, there is so much content that is not available on streaming, not even available on purchasable mediums like CD or LP. And so what I'm going to do today is just switch the camera, go to my listening chair, and just play two songs that if you don't have the video capabilities, in one case, you won't even have it anywhere in the streaming services. But in another case, I'm going to show you a song that you can play on streaming, but the enjoyment factor and memorableness of it, if that's a word, is so much better when you combine the video with the song. I mean, it makes it almost impossible to ever think of that song without the video once you watch it. And once you start experiencing that video combination with the music, it's hard to ever go back and say, just listen and stare at a blank wall while you're listening to music. Even in room, just looking at the artist's lyrics or their background, having that ability, even if there isn't a video to go coincide with the music, is a big plus. So having video ability with your two channel, to me, adds a lot of value and makes you use your system a whole lot more and opens you up to so much great content that you can use on your great stuff. So without further ado, let me pause. I'm going to go to my listening chair and I'm going to just play two songs for you, and let you prove you to yourself whether you think that that adds value or not. Okay, I said I'm going to give you two examples. I'm actually going to give you three. I'm going to give you the first song that probably was the most meaningful for me to start including video in my audio system. After I heard this in 2000, whatever it was, maybe 2010, I knew that from now on, I wanted my system to be able to play anything I saw online and video content that I couldn't get via, back then it wasn't even streaming. So anything I couldn't get, and be able to enjoy the video content that went along with the song. This was the song that started it off for me, and then I'm gonna give you two other more recent examples. But without further ado, let's get started with this song. You may have already seen it. It's been out for a long time.
No matter who you are, no matter where you go in your life, at some point you're gonna need somebody to stand by you. Oh yeah, oh my darling, stand by me. No matter who you are, no matter where you go in life, you gon' need somebody to stand by you. No matter how much money you got, all the friends you got, you gon' need somebody to stand by you. When the night has come and the land is dark and that moon is the only light you see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't shed one tear, just as long as your people come and stand by me. And darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Come on, stand by me. Yeah. Oh, when that sky that we look upon, when she tumbles and falls, not as long as you, yeah, stand by me. Yeah,
Okay, so anybody that's an aficionado of music can appreciate the talent and also the mixing that they did to get a bunch of street performers to conglomerate on this and produce a coherent song. And the video is just as important, I think, even though they did come out with a CD of this. I think it's much better to watch the video as well as hear the audio. And if you could probably even tell, listen to that song on your iPhone versus listening to it on this main rig, you can tell how much better it sounds. So why sacrifice quality for such an important performance? And there's just countless examples. So without further ado, I'm going to show you a couple more examples, but again, there's countless ones, and feel free to share some that you may have found if you've already adopted this belief. But if you haven't, this is one thing I wanted to share with you to try at least once, to kind of convince yourself that this may be a way of opening up your system and finding new stuff, uses of it that you've never thought of before. Okay, for a second example is a song that I've always thought was one of the best examples of what further convinced me that video combined with the audio of a song is super powerful, super memorable, and just adds so much more enjoyment to certain songs. So on top of having content that you don't get in streaming services that you'll find on YouTube, you can also find stuff that's an official video. In this case, the song is Wildfire by Seafret, that when you watch it with the video, it's so much more riveting, thought-provoking, and memorable, in my opinion. And like I said, even if this isn't your taste in terms of music or in terms of the video, although I find it hard to believe because this is such a good video, there's other things like I've shared, friends getting into fish concerts that you can do online and through your video content on YouTube Red. There's so much more. Adding video to your system will, open your system up to so much more enjoyment and content. And so without further ado, let's play this one. And then maybe after you watch this, go ahead and try to listen to it on the streaming service, because you'll find this song on streaming services, but no video. And then see how well it resonates with you without the video versus video. That's the ultimate litmus test here. So let's go ahead and play it.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so again, listen to this clip, prove it to yourself on streaming services. It's easy to do. And tell me which one you prefer more, the video with the song or without it. And then ask yourself, if you prefer it with the video, why don't you have video in your system right now and able to enjoy this, both the video and the audio combined? That was a big eye-opener, ear-opener to me a decade or so ago. And I still see people not combining the two or afraid of it. And I still see servers being built with no possibility of video. It's just crazy to me, absolutely insane, the amount of material that people are missing out on and quality and enjoyment of their system. But I've got even another example to show you. So hold on one second. Okay, for my third example is a more recent song that I'm actually going to play it off of Facebook, not even YouTube. There is a YouTube version, but this is, again, a song and a performance you will never get on streaming, but the combination of the video and the audio, even with, as you can see, outdoor, there's no mastering studio. It's just outdoor equipment. Whoever originally recorded it probably did it on their cell phone, and I'm giving it to you on my cell phone to you. So audio quality, you can go ahead and nix it all you want, but go ahead and listen to this performance and see how much you even care, and how much better still, even if you were listening to this performance on your cell phone. I've seen people get teary-eyed listening to this song on their cell phone, and iPad. Imagine putting this on your main rig, and you're cutting out my level of giving you the video right now on my cell phone, but I think you're going to be able to appreciate just from this video here why I roll my eyes at anybody that says they don't want video in their 2-channel audio system. It's more than an eye roll to me, to be honest. But anyway, I'll let you prove it to yourself. Listen to this, and as my third example.
I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were that someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. You said you looked a mess. I whispered underneath my breath. You heard it, darling. You look perfect tonight.
Sei la mia donna, la forza degli onde del mare, con i miei segreti molto di più. Spero ci ingono, l'amore che ci ha camminato, diventi casa, la mia famiglia, diventi noi. E siamo sempre bambini, ma non è possibile. Stavolta non ti lascerò. Mi baci piano ed io non è desistere, e il tuo sguardo crescerò. Ballo con te nella scorrità, stretti forte poi a piedi nudi noi, dentro la nostra musica ti ho guardato a ridere, nella tua squadra tu sei tu stasera, sei perfetta per me. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. I faith in what I see. Now I have met an angel in person. She looks perfect. No, I don't deserve this. You look perfect tonight.
I mean, you could argue that that's an even better version of the Ed Sheeran, Beyonce duet, whatever. I mean, to me, it's just case closed when you hear the content that's available now on video, and even at diminished audio quality, it's still going to sound better than on your cell phone if you put it through your system, in theory. Hopefully it does. And then even if these 3 tracks don't convince you, the coup de grace is buy any Roger Waters DVD. The Wall is one that will definitely convince anybody. If you don't have video capabilities with your system, then, you know, it's something you definitely should consider in the very near future. It's just something that's opened up so much more enjoyment for me and my system and so many people that I've shared this similar setup with, and servers that have that, and DVDs, and even surround sound processors. You know, you're going to want to enjoy this content. Trust me on that. So hopefully this was ear-opening, eye-opening as well. And if you liked it, subscribe, sign up for notifications. Again, happy holidays, and I'll see you back here soon.